Hello everyone, good time of the day. I will wait a couple of minutes uh, for the computer to be live. Hopefully everything will work. And I will switch on my Facebook here so I can see also your comments. But I don't expect today too many people to join us live. I remember everyone is too busy with unwrapping the presents and enjoying the family time. But promises are promises. I still will do this video for you. And also for those who maybe don't celebrate Christmas, there are quite a few of us in the world. And in general, also you can see it in the recording. So we have day by day, and today is not exception. So, as usual, please prepare a 4 or 5 paper. Have some markers, pens, pencils, whatever you want. It's better to have liners, like liners is just like thin markers, so like something like that. So you can draw it first, and then we will do the NeuroRide line with it as well, and then we do coloring with whichever instrument you like. Okay, so let's dive in, especially because today is a special day for many. I'm not going to have a very long video. It will be very short but sweet. And today's video is based on gratitude, based on the idea to thank everyone who has been with us in this year, to thank everyone who helped us in this year, and somehow managed to make our journey better. Okay, so let's do like this. I'm just choosing my color. Think about which color you want to be. Something should be, for me, it's also not just my favorite color, but also the color which you can see, because I know that quite a few colors you cannot see well on the camera. So that's another reason I have to be double careful. So I need to choose something what is seeable. Okay, I'll choose the magical violet. And if you join us, please write in the comment where you're from, and it would be great to find out. I'm in London currently, in London, UK. It's quite sunny today. I'm not sure how cold it is. Yesterday it was really cold. It was like 1 degree Celsius, but we'll see. I will go out a bit later. So, if you're ready, then we can start with the drawing. But before, I want to remind you, if you've never drawn NeuroGraphica before, so I'll show you what is NeuroGraphica line and what to do if we want to do the conjoining. Okay. So, NeuroGraphica line is the line which does not repeat itself, and it goes to the direction where we do not expect it to go. So, what does it mean? So it means that this line which is not similar on any part of its journey. So it's not a straight line, it's not a zigzag line, it's not a wavy line, so this is all wrong. So this is a NeuroGraphica line. I'll do a bit thicker marker just for you to see better. So this is the NeuroGraphica line. So it's a line which doesn't repeat itself, and it goes to where we don't expect it to go. And let's do another line crossing it. So I'll just show you another element which is important to know, is the conjoining. So we conjoin like this. If you want to learn more about how to draw the NeuroGraphica at basics, then please join us the NeuroGraphica basics class. We have it in recording, so you can do it whenever is comfortable for you. Okay, let's start with our drawing today. Today we're going to draw the helpers, but as usual, before we start drawing, let's do a bit of our exercise. We will do usual exercise 2 minutes on a separate paper. We'll write down the words. I use this special big post-it so that I can afterwards put it on the other side of the drawing, so that I know with the words, and the drawing will always be attached to each other. Okay. I mean, you can use it just the other side of the paper, but then if you want to, while drawing, look into the words, then you'll have to turn it around, which is not very comfortable. I've done it before for 1 year, and then when I found this big post-its, I've fallen in love into them. Okay, so let's start drawing. Oh, well, actually, no, let's start writing. And today we put the topic, it's helpers of 2020, and we'll have 2 minutes, and in these 2 minutes you might come up with the names. In these 2 minutes you might come up with just with also some feelings, emotions, some other words, whichever words come to your mind, just write them down. Okay, so we're gonna start. No, it's 12 minutes, it's gonna be just 2 minutes, and we're gonna start now. You can write. We are writing down the words which come to our mind, who are the helpers of 2020, and we have 1 minute and 10 seconds left. For those who joined, we are writing now the helpers of 2020, and we have 25 seconds left, and then we'll start drawing. So write down the words on separate paper on post-it notes, or wherever you want it to be. Okay, and let's put down the papers and the pens. And now we're going to start drawing. So today is a very special day. Usually I tell you what to draw, but today you can be more creative, and you can do whatever you want. So the idea is, like, gingerbread cookies. They have different shapes. You can make them in different ways. In the same way, our helpers today will be like a gingerbread cookies on the paper. So you can use whichever shape you want. For example, if it's a special person, then maybe you put a star, who helped you a lot and who done a lot for you. But if it's someone just who was in your life, someone harmonious, you can put a circle. I mean, the circle is the safest option. You never can be wrong with it. But you can use also any other shape. Just remember, whenever the shape is sharp, then you need to do the co-joining or rounding. Okay. So we start now. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. So I would say my biggest helper of 2020 was my mom. So I'll put her the star, like a big star. Maybe even more bigger star. She helped me throughout the surgery. She helps me on daily basis when we talk with advice. She was there for me. I mean, that's what you in general expect from the mom, but that's not always the case, I know. So I'm very thankful to my mom. So my mom is a star. But what I'll do later on, I still will do the rounding because I don't want her to be sharp. I don't want us to have arguments. So she's a star, but let's make it softer as well. So whenever we have angles, we do the rounding. Okay, well, we can do it a bit later. So let's put all the shapes at the moment, and then we can do later. Then I'll put some other my family members who also helped me. Some bigger extended family who maybe helped less, but they were there for me. They were there, and I was able to see the presence, and it was lovely. So who else? Then I had also my friends, and yeah, so this is my like a big friends pool, I would say, and there were a couple of friends who were stars. I'm not gonna mention the names here because they might be watching. I mean, I'm okay to say them directly, but maybe other friends will be I would feel, I don't know, jealousy that I didn't name them, or so I want to be as distant as possible. So I will thank them in person. Let's say like this, and actually all my friends were there, like they were all helpful, and even there are some people who maybe were absent at certain times when I needed. They still were there in other times, and we should remember that not always everything is possible. Sometimes we need, but sometimes the person might be in very bad state themselves. So we might need the help, but not always the person might be able to help. That's also important to remember. If you get help, that's great, but if you don't, that's also fine. We cannot, let's say, expect it to be 24/7. Everyone has its own life as well. So you see, I start doing already the neurographical lines. Okay, so this is one friend. Then another friend that I want to put as well. There's another person who helped me a lot, and even yesterday, I had quite a big drama yesterday on one of my projects, and with one potential client whom I fired because she was rude, and I don't want rude people around me, and so I just fired her and refunded the money. So that's simple, because with the years I learned to respect myself, and I want to be treated nicely how I treat other people. And if someone doesn't want to do it, that's fine, but then I don't want to communicate with them. So. Okay, what else I'm thankful for? I'm actually thankful to all the doctors who helped me. This year was a tough year. It was very big year to adjust from my surgery, and I think I'm on a good track, and I'm quite fine now. So, actually there are a couple of doctors, but I will make them like one big circle. And I had also the words on the paper, like gratefulness, love, children, and needy. Actually, I want to thank also the people whom I helped. It's very funny how it sounds, but they helped me to feel nice. They helped me to feel useful. So all the people whom I helped in 2020, they actually helped me by receiving my help. Yeah, and I also want to help this year. It was a challenging year, but it made me stronger. It made me more self-confident. It made me realizing more about myself. And also a couple of organizations I worked with. So actually the organizations, we can put them in a square because they're like fixed entities. But round, the square inside the round, so they're harmonious still. And Yeah, so these are the my shapes. They're quite a bit, but it's like you remember yesterday we were drawing these circles, like 40 circles. It's here. So no, in general, the rule in neurographic, you need to draw 9 plus minus 2 objects, and here there are more than that, but that's fine because in some drawings we do need quantity, and yeah, and now what we will do is just to add some background lines, some lines which unite those, and then we would need to do some conjoining or rounding. I'm not sure I'm gonna do all the rounding today. It's funny that this is my mom star in the middle, but not everything in my life is through my mom. Actually, quite a bit is not, but somehow it interacts. I think maybe because my mom knows most of my friends, she knows what I do, and she doesn't have direct influence, but it's more about knowing, I guess. And if you want the line, it can go through the circle as well. That's completely fine. And by the way, if you have any questions while drawing, please feel free to ask. You can do that in the comments. And you can do it also in the end of the drawing when the drawing is finished. When you feel like you have enough lines, then you can just start with conjoining. I feel like it's quite a bit enough for now. It's just when you add the lines, it's important that the shapes which you drew, they're not hanging in the air. So like here, I can see that one side of the circle is attached, but the other is a bit hanging. So we add some line to ground it, so it's not just on itself. So it's united with the drawing. Okay, so we have now quite a few lines, and we do the conjoining. I'll try to use this side of marker, but I'm not sure how it will work. And then remember that in neurographic, whenever we draw, we remember to monitor ourselves and how we look at the drawing. How do we like it? We monitor what does our body feel, what does our mind feel, what are your thoughts, what do you think, what do you expect? And we breathe in and we breathe out. Actually, it's not about what do you expect, it's more what's in your mind at the moment. So let's say in my body, I feel stomach, but not usual feel. I feel like it's quite empty. Yeah, I think it's preparing for the food it will have today. Then what I feel a bit my neck, and I feel joy and gratefulness because I'm drawing this drawing about the gratefulness. Like I'm happy that I have these people in my life. I have my relatives, my mom, my friends who were with me this year. And I think for many people, this year was especially important in terms of communication with other people, with friends, and in terms of how it's interacted. Not all relationships went smooth, I have to say, and I'm sure for many of you, especially who live together in these COVID times, it might be also different. Like in some cases, I wanted some different outcomes, but hey, not always you get what you want. And what we can do is just move on and be thankful for what you had. Actually, it's important to be thankful no matter what is the final outcome, because you don't know what could have happened. You can imagine, but you don't know really. We think maybe some people you want in your life, but then are you sure you want them? Are you sure you're actually compatible to them? This level of friends is level of lover or husband, wife, I don't know. Sometimes we idealize people, but today is not about that. Today is about all the people who helped us. And yeah, it's funny, I'm quite self-sustainable. So I seldom need help, or maybe I need help, but I will not ask for it. So it's good to acknowledge it, and it's good to say thank you. And we breathe in and breathe out. And so I shared with you my thoughts. Think about, what do you have on your mind? How did these people improve your life? What difference they made? And by the way, when we're drawing the neurographical drawing, it's good to have a different thickness of lines. As you can see, some lines are thicker, some are thinner. I probably need to leave a bit more thinner lines. I'm going a bit too thick at the moment, but that's fine. So I don't know why people are so shy sometimes, and they don't write where they're from, and even though they're watching, and but it's fine. No have to. I'm doing this not for you to write. I'm doing this for you to enjoy yourself, enjoy this drawing, and learn something new, maybe, or remind what you already knew. So this is a marathon of grateful. Well, it's not marathon of gratefulness, but today we're doing the gratefulness drawing. We're thanking all the helpers who were with us in 2020, and these shapes, they symbolize these helpers. And if you do the sharp shape like I did here with my mom, because she helped a lot, you still round it. You still do need to do the conjoining of all the angles, just because you don't want to have a conflict with the person. Because this drawing, what we're doing today, is a drawing for harmony. Also with the entities which we did like a square or inside the circle, because I want them to be harmonious. Some of them are quite chaotic. So, hi Christina, Lavas Dienas, how are you? Great to see you today. Lovely. I like when there are people who come to our drawings on a regular basis, and they become like friends now. I'm happy to see. Sometimes these comments, I need to adjust them. So I'll add some more thicker lines here, so it's a bit more stable. I don't want to add the thicker lines all over. I want to keep also some thinner lines in drawing, so it's more harmonious. So we have a different thickness, and then we can add some even more thicker. Yes, it's a lovely day today. In London, it's sunny. How about Lithuania, if you're in Lithuania at the moment? So for all those who celebrate Christmas, I assume you're with your families now, or planning to be, or have you unpacked your presents already? So, okay, I'm quite happy with my lines. I'll just check if I need to do some conjoining somewhere else. And then we can start with the archetyping or coloring. Oh, understand it's raining. Sorry to hear that. Well, Not sorry, there's no bad weather, there's just not appropriate clothes, as we say. But yeah, today is actually, yesterday it was very windy. Yesterday the weather was strange, but today is sunny. It's nice weather for having a walk. Anyway, you can't do anything else. We're in lockdown, first of all, in London, and second, everything is closed, even the transport. Today is the one day in the UK when nothing is working, literally nothing. Well, I assume hospitals are still working and police is still working, but apart from that, no. The fire brigade, like the essential services, are still there. Okay. And by the way, if you're watching this drawing, this class and the previous classes, and you like what we're doing here, please like this video, and also you can leave a message what in particular you liked about today, and or in general about these classes. So in this way that we can also understand what to bring more, maybe what to do less, so that could be helpful. Okay, and now we can take our markers or pencils and start drawing, start coloring, sorry. I want this. So I want it half like this and half like yellowy or orange. And please remember, we do not do mosaic, so whenever we add the color in more than one cell. So one cell is like a white space surrounded by lines. So whenever we add color, we make sure that we add in more than one space surrounded by lines. I quite like my star, my yellow star. It's my mommy. And then as you can see, already some lines are like filled lines, but I guess we don't need it. Haven't done the fill lines yet. And if I start highlighting too many lines with the color, the drawing might go wrong in sense of there won't be harmony in focus. If you want, you can add the line, the color on top of another color. That's completely fine. It's just not something which I want to do at the moment. But in general, yes, you can do that. Also good to remember, like, you know, there's some people who did something for you, like helpers of 2020. Like, you know, when I stayed in hospital, friends were coming to visit me, and then I was staying at home and people were coming. So it was very nice. But it's funny. I had a big important surgery, but it was a nice environment that actually I felt loved. I felt blessed with so many people around me. And but also, like, some people might do some very small gestures, and it's nice to be thankful also for those. Like maybe, you know, like somebody gave you birthday presents, or somebody gave you not even like now, if you celebrate Christmas and you got the Christmas presents, you could put it as well, because we're still in 2020. Even though I'm sorry, if children are watching, I know the Christmas presents are brought by Santa Claus, so you need to be thankful to Santa Claus. I don't know what's the theory you have. For me, the Santa Claus brings the New Year's present. But to be honest, I had never believed in him, even when I was a child. I don't know how it happens, but that was the case. So you see, I have this energy, the colorful, the red color, like the red pink, is the color of love, is the color of energy actually. And as you see, when I add the color, I add it in a particular way that I add it according to the line, so it's not fragmented. It's interesting how I've chosen those markers today to do the coloring. Usually I don't use them, but I wasn't even thinking, I just started. Sometimes it comes natural, the choice. And another thing what I feel today, I actually do not want to add color everywhere. Like if we look at yesterday's drawing, we can see the color is everywhere. Then today I want to leave blank spaces, and that's completely fine because white is also color, by the way. So you don't need to have a physical color everywhere. Let's hear why, because I don't know everything about that person. Maybe there's something we can need to explore. So, what else I want to do? Which color I want here? It's good if you have color which repeats not just in one space of the drawing, but in several ones. So, by the way, how long have you been drawing NeuroRide? Is it your first drawing or you've done it before? I know Christina was at least with me for quite a while, but maybe we've done quite a few drawings together, but how long you've been drawing before, and the other people who are watching also, I would be curious to know. Today I want this multicolored entities for some reason. Interesting. And we breathe in and breathe out, and remember to monitor what you feel. What do you feel in your body? What do you feel in your mind? What kind of thoughts come? Like, my emotions are still like quite calm, happy, joyful. Yeah, because I mean we're drawing the gratitude. We're drawing the like I said, thank you picture to everyone who was with us in 2020. To say thank you and to acknowledge that. Maybe like often people actually help and do, and they don't need any things. But what happens is that they might, you need to acknowledge it for yourself, not for others, not for those people who done for you, but you will benefit from it. Because you will understand that you are not alone. There are more people here. And even if you live in a family setting or with someone, sometimes we might feel lonely, but when we acknowledge everyone who's done something for us, even if you went to Starbucks and you got a free coffee, you don't remember the name of that person, but still, it was a nice gesture, and it's great to acknowledge it, and it's great to say thank you, even though they might not hear or don't know about it, but it will be in your heart, it will be in your vibes, it will be in your energy. And I believe that definitely it will be something good for the world and for yourself, first of all. So I feel I'm almost finished. Maybe I'll add a bit of more color, and then we will finalize this drawing. So how do you feel now? What's in your body? My body, I don't feel stomach anymore. I still feel my neck. Yes, I do. Actually, I don't want to add color into these two entities. I mean, they're entities. It's not them who help me in the end. It's the people who are there that help me. And just want to add a bit more color here. I'm thinking which color should I add? I think this one. And then in the end of our NeuroRide, because this NeuroRide is for it lasts this week and then 3 days, like basically till the end of the new year. Hey, Tel Aviv, how is it? It's sunny. Yes, I can imagine it's sunny. Lucky you. I think how many days you have sun in the year? 360? So, yeah, lucky you. Well, it's sunny in London as well. It's just I think it's a bit different temperature. So I can't complain about lack of sun. It's just around 1 degree Celsius, I think. Maybe a bit more now. And so I'm quite happy now with my drawing. So as you can see in my drawing, I didn't add the color everywhere. I didn't make all the shapes colorful. I made the shapes which are important to me. I added the color to them. And I added the color in the background where I felt I needed. It's actually quite suits well my dress today. It's not like I'm gonna wear it, but it's funny. It just proves that these are like the colors I feel comfortable with. These are my favorite colors. So, and now what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the fill lines to unite this drawing, and then we will do the fixation. Okay. Actually, I'm not sure whether we need to do fixation, because fixation is when you get results. Maybe we can do fixation, and like fixation will be the big thank you to everyone who helped us. Okay. But first and foremost, the film lines. I think I'll use the same color which I used before. I'll just make it a bit thicker, and just feel which line goes from left to right or from right to left, and which you would like to follow throughout the drawing. and maybe also on one vertical one. And remember, if these lines create new angles, please round them or conjoin them. So you see here it's more angly. So we do the conjoining then. Okay. And then we do more line. I feel like I want to add some more here. Maybe start with the white side. Okay. So I'm quite happy with my thin lines. And now I need to do fixation. I don't know what to do fixation. I don't want really to. Actually, I will do like that. That will be one big circle, one big thing, fixation. And as you know, the shapes can go out to the space of the drawing. They don't need to stay inside, because our mind is clever enough to understand that it's continuous. So this is my big thank you, gratefulness. But I think I also needed to add a bit more neurographical lines so it does not divide the drawing. Like it does not create the frame. So that's why I want to add more lines. So it doesn't look like a frame, it more looks like a shape. And as I added more lines, I need to do the conjoining here. And when we finish that, then we actually will be done for today. I would be curious to see your drawing, how it is. Please send it in the comments or just post it in our group. I would love to see it. And remember to breathe. We breathe in and breathe out. So I'm just looking at my drawing to see if there are any angles which I missed. I'm sure there are. Sometimes you look at it later, you'll find the angles, and then you especially if you are new to neurographic, it's important to round all the angles. Everywhere where is a sharpness, you make it soft, you make it rounded. If you've been drawing neurographic for a while and you know the rules of sharpness, then of angles, of triangle specifically, then you can leave it. But leave it for your own responsibility. So if you don't know any about triangle in neurographic, then I suggest you always round it. Okay? So I'm quite happy with my drawing. This is my drawing of gratefulness, and these are all people who helped me in 2021. Not 21, maybe in 21 as well, but in 2020, and I'm very thankful to them for being here in my life. And yes, and thank you also for watching this. It was my pleasure to draw with you, and I'm very grateful to have all you around here. And if you're watching this, then it means you came somehow in my life in this year, and definitely brought at least a smile into it. So thank you from all my heart, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Have a lovely time with your family, loved ones, or even by yourself. And yeah, we'll meet tomorrow with another drawing. And until then, I will be looking forward to see your drawings. And if you are not yet a member, please join our group, The World of Neurographic. And I'll post the link below. And as a reminder, this video will stay for 24 hours and then it will be removed. But if you want to get the recording, you can. I will again post another link how to do it. It's completely free. All you need is just to subscribe via Ticketailer so that I can send it to you by email. Okay? So have a rest of the day and enjoy.